Hi, thanks for coming and joining me today. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notifications bell and then you will know about my next video. Alright, let's get on with it. Hello, welcome to Sunrise with Angels. Today we're going to bring through a channeling. I've been dealing with the rise of energy from around the planet, which is really depressed and dark kind of energy that I've been experiencing and feeling from around the planet. And my circumstance is part of the planet's circumstance, so I've been working past that myself. And I've been working past it by making the choice of letting go. It's the choice of not engaging. And this is one of the lessons we are in at the moment. We're in the lesson of, even though there are so many options and emotional potentials around us, to feel unhappy, to feel down, to feel lonely, to feel that our cup is not even half empty, but very empty, and all different levels of that, and also the potential to experience everything we have around us through a negative lens. Now, we are being pushed to experience the world this way, without a doubt. We have to recognize, well, you don't have to, but it is a thing that's happening, that is a wave of energy, of reasons to be negative, fearful, and be depressed are coming toward us. Reasons to feel alone, reasons to feel like this world is going down. And all the efforts you can imagine are being put into painting that picture for us, so that that's what we believe, that's what we buy into, and it's the story that we swallow. And once we swallow that pill, that's the world we live in. This is what we are in. This is the experience we are here to work through. Now, as a light carrier, as you are, you have the wherewithal within you to determine that I can see that experience, but I'm not going to accept that experience and choose a different experience. And that is what I've been getting, and that's what I'm feeling from my higher self as well, that this is what we are here to do. Even though a big wave of negative potential appears to be presenting to us and coloring everything in its ilk, in its type of experience, we can choose, and we have the power within us to choose to not engage with that and transform it, because we are the creating transformers of this world. When we accept the storyline being presented to us, we engage with it and we make it so, and that becomes the timeline. When enough of us on the earth don't do that, then we create a different timeline. The timeline is determined by the majority, like a particular weight of light carriers on the earth making a similar consensus choice in our mental, emotional being of the planetary consciousness. We are major contributors to it. By making a substantial choice to not engage in all of those experiences, to not see our world through that lens, we make an epic change from one person to the world. It's like a lever. A lever is lifting. If you put a lever underneath something heavy, the lever lifts from one point, but it lifts with so much energy moving through on the lever that it lifts the entire being, the entire object. One person is a lever. We lift from one point, and when we do that, we lift a massive amount. You don't have to work harder to do it. You don't have to be a Saint Germain or Saint anybody to do it. You have to be yourself making a choice. Every choice you make has a epic vibrational flow through, which is much bigger than just you. So this is important for you to know, that it's not a weight on you. It's not a responsibility on you. It's just the dynamics of how this works. So that's what I know, and my higher self guides me and talks to me with these things as well. And my higher self is in the angelic realms. So we're really getting angel advice with all of that. Having said that, I'm not an angel. I'm a person just like you. And without a doubt, your higher self is in the same area of realm. So, but we're working together here right now as you watch this video to understand our options about how to handle the dilemma of this world. And that is the big option, to not engage with all the stories coming to us, whether well-intentioned or not, and to understand you and I, people who watch this video, are here for not to engage in battles, but to choose a different timeline altogether and to shift the entire paradigm with our choice of how we choose to experience life. Now, if you have trouble with that, the first step to do is to step outside into nature and step away from the human construct. Let go of the YouTube or Facebook or the news or any of that, and let go of politics and all of that, and step outside into the garden, into the paddock, into the front yard, into the backyard. Touch nature and go to a public garden and spend time there. If you can, get your shoes and socks off and put them on the ground for a little while and sit there quietly and let nature work its magic on you. Let nature give its spell. Let nature help you and balance you, because as soon as you assimilate and relax into it and say, I am here, I am in nature, I am with nature, nature and I are one. If you say, I am of this planet, I love this planet and I are one, you allow yourself to just merge and relax into the beautiful energy of oneness, which is the natural world of the planet. Then you are recalibrated and corrected, and your vision will clear. Doesn't matter how dark and depressed you feel, this is the way to let it go. If your mind stays tangled in a mind space, touch the ground, lay on the ground, and breathe in, and do a meditation of breathing in the ground energy. Breathe in the energy. Breathe in the energy. Lay on a towel on the ground. Breathe in the energy and feel it as medicine coming to rescue you from the dark mind space. Right. That's what I have to share with you, which is my angel guidance, which I receive like everybody else. I feel, because I'm a super sensitive person, I feel all the energies of the world, and I have to learn how to siphon through and process and rise above a whole heap of energies coming to me which aren't generated from myself alone. They're not my natural state of being, and I have to work through them. So I am doing that for the world just because I have to, because of my nature. It is my nature to, unfortunately, feel everything. So there you go. So you may be quite similar. So I advise you to consider these methods as well. Now, I shared that with you. I'm now going to bring in the angels, and we will let them add to this advice with beautiful clarity and wisdom as they do. Okay. Yes, we are here. And we advise Leeloo Jane to take her mind to her heart space for the union point with us, as this is your angelic cord of connection back to your higher self. And when we say angelic, we are talking of a frequency band, a dimensional shifting energy light, a light band that shifts in dimension, that comes from your heart space and reaches to your higher self in the range of the 7th, and for some people the 6th density. The 6th density beings have emanated an avatar for themselves into this world as well. A fractal love light from their light bodies has come to a portion of themselves. So you are real without a doubt. When we say avatar, it is a representation, but not a true representation of the actual character and nature of your higher self. For you are here to live in a different experience and take on challenges from the first person experience of all of these character well-wielding and character warping and changing expressions of extreme diversity. Because your higher self is not in that particular field, which is just as well, we say, jolly good, because you need the support of your higher self to be in the higher vision of clarity. And your higher self connects straight through to your heart. In your heart, there is a portal of transmission and connection. If you wish to contact your higher self in the higher realms and to be aware and hear the support of your higher self from within you, to receive and feel it, you need to work through your heart portal. That is the avenue through which you go. We are so glad you have come here today to hear these messages of support. We know this is a time of great pressure right now. The pressure cooker is turned up high and you are feeling the pressure of this. We know this, and we are surrounding you with love and support. Now, in order to feel and work with us and gain our love and support, you do need to get some clarity with your mind and stop engaging deeply with darker thoughts and feelings. The darker thoughts and feelings are a low vibration, which is not that similar to ours at all, and that makes it difficult for you to connect with us. We know this is a catch-22 for you, as a saying Leeloo likes. So we know this is difficult because you need our help when you are in the darker, deeper frequencies, and yet we say you must leave them to feel us. And we realize this is a contradiction of situation. So yes, Leeloo Jane's advice to go into nature, to recalibrate, to open your heart, to open your mind, to let go and shed off the dark mind of depression and anxiety and stress and feeling morbid. These things can be lifted off. You must have confidence that they can be lifted off for you to do this for yourself, for you are the maker, you are the maker and shaker of your world. You are the one who wields the creative power to do this. You. The reason you sit in those energies is because you have been conditioned to feel and believe you are powerless for many lifetimes, and the habitual sequencing of that impression on your soul, the conditioning, still may remain. And this is one of the challenges you face, to do what you know is right, follow the path you know is light, and yet you feel the fear and of helplessness, which has come from being a victim of violence and depression many times. And this has ingrained in you a learning, a survivalist learning. The survivalist learning is what holds you back. So we invite you now to recognize that that's what it is. It isn't a truth. The reason you got this survivalist learning done to you, this violence, this oppression done to you in many lifetimes, was because that is how to break a human. That is how to control a human. And that is the only way, really, to control a human. Your powers of manifest brilliance are so amazingly powerful that you can wake up out of any situation at some point and know yourself and see yourself and see that you are a spark of the divine. And this will come back to you because it is your actual nature. There is no way to reshape the fractal of light that you are, to transform the fractal of light that you are from the nature of what you are. We say this as an example. Water is water. There is no way to change water into something else. The elements of H2O is water. The element of you is what you are. The difference, of course, with water is that if a chemist adds other molecules to water, it's possible to take the H2O and merge them into a new chemical configuration to make something different. But souls are not like that. Fractals of light are not like that. That is a chemistry of the material world only. In energy, that is not the case. Energy is not transformable in such a way. So the illusion that science and chemistry can change and make and wield and do as it wishes to alter and fragment and change the character of things is purely stuck within the lower densities. Light is not to be wielded and changed and altered and adjusted and augmented or any of these things. Light is supremely beyond all of that. Light is pure manifest joy, love, and the ability to experience oneness with the unity field of the entire universe. For you are the essence of it. You are a fractal, a nectar droplet of that beautiful essence of oneness of the entire universe. This is you. This is what you are, and you are not chemically alterable. It cannot be done. It might be temporarily done from a physical point of view, but your soul, your spirit, your essence that animates and divinely encoded and determined this emanation of you is untouchable on that basis. You are pure golden light of the universal oneness, unity field. All are, for we are within this universe. We are the fabric of the universe. We are made of the universe. We are all of the light of the unity field. Love is coherence with the unity field. Love is the joy of oneness. And now we bring this subject to the line of good and bad, positive and negative, which is the extreme diversion in front of you that makes you feel like the bad is winning and your good will fail. Now, the very fact that you know you are goodness and the world is goodness and it should not be taken down, the very fact that you see it as an opposing factor that is not natural and should not be, is the fact that you identify the overall nature of the entire world you're in as being a reflection of your own goodness in your own soul, your own pure nature of universal fractal of light. And the entire world you're in is of that. So, that being so, as we have said, can you not see that the world is all destined to return back to oneness? All of the material world of the third and fourth density will return to the oneness state, either consciously or unconsciously, because it is its natural default state. Do not fear for the world. You may speed up the process of balance, if you wish, back to the natural default likeness by choosing it for now as your experience, the now you're in. Your now is a momentous moment of existence. It is the one you have, the now moment. In this moment, you may focus on the divine light of the universe, focus on the divine light of oneness, focus on the comfort of enfolding blankets of love and oneness and ownness within, of home, of being surrounded by home, being wrapped up in the comfort and home of a likeness to you that is complete. For your Mother Universe is with you at all times and welcomes you into that fold. All you need to do is choose to be there, experiencing her blankets of warmth and love wrapping around you. That it is all around you at all times. The fact that you don't experience it is purely for your manifest powers of choice. You are so manifestly powerful that you can choose to not see and experience the very nature of the ocean of light you swim in. Isn't that magnificently powerful? And yet you are within it and you are of it. How amazing that you can imagine that you are not and have an experience that says you are not. So, dear beautiful one, we express to you confidence in your ability to let go, take on, as we say, and have confidence in yourself. All you need to do is seek your true nature in its vital light of the universe. When you look into the sunlight of this video, see your own light, for the sun is as a sibling in the universe, another child, another expression of the great universal mother's energy of light. The light of the sun is the light within you, and your heart portal is as a sun generating its own energy of multiple density frequencies. You are a walking miniature sun being. That being so, as a sun being with much light, we ask you to stop pretending you have darkness around you and shine your light. Now is the time to be free and shine. This is not a time where you will be punished greatly for your light. Through just being yourself and shining your light, you lead the world around you and you trigger a freedom code to those around you to be free, to also, as you do, choose how the timeline will go, choose your paradigm. There are so many people on the planet making this choice now. The timeline is already in progress. You need not worry. The weight of this timeline does not weigh upon you, the one. For so many have come with intent to learn the lessons, feel the experience, and choose light. That was their intent. In the darkness, to choose light. In the darkness, turn on the lantern and follow the light. Lead with the lantern of light. This is what they have all come, and yourself, to do. This is what you're here to do. And yes, it may seem awesome in the worst way. It may seem like a big channel, a big challenge to bring that light through in such darkness you feel. But we remind you when the light is very bright, the shadows look so dark. Previous to this era of awakening, 20 years ago, for example, all the darkness was still there the same. There was no more darkness or less darkness than there is now. The amount of light entering the planet and the amount of light entering you was softer, a softer range of light, and it did not shed so much light on the darkness. Now, in the extreme light we are in, so much darkness looks darker than it was 20 years ago, but it is no different. You must understand it is no different. It is the same. Now you see it for all that it is, because more light has come to create contrast. How interesting that the ascension plan and process is to have great contrast of duality, to bring it into its fullest strength, to its fullest contrast, to see the brilliant light and then to see the dark beside it. And the dark will hide under the light, as creatures hide under rocks in the brilliant sunlight. They hide in the shadow behind the brilliant light. So do not feel that it has altered and become darker than it ever was. It was always this dark. It is just now drawn out, and you can see it because there is no rock to hide under. There's just the light. The light is growing in strength and magnitude. Soon the dark will have no way to be, for the light will have transformed a kind of Leeloo does not have the word that we present to her, a kind of reconditioning, we will say, of all energy is coming forward and rolling on, and you are experiencing this, and you experience the throes of the dark. You experience them attempting to ask you to emanate darkness, to create a shelter for them, to create fear, to create belief in a dark world unfolding. They ask you to do that, to create shelter for them in that, imagining when humans construct that belief, you create a haven for dark thoughts and feelings and entities to hide, to function, to be. But you do not need to do that. You only need to follow your own natural course, your own natural state of being, and that is what is right for you. We leave you now to take in everything we've offered you with great love and support and patience for you and have for yourself. Bye-bye. Hi, this is a good time to click that like button. If you like this content and you want to see it improve and grow, give me a thumbs up. And if you really like it, you can subscribe. Thanks.